Good morning, good morning, good morning. Larry's back stateside.
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately, no more Mexican paradise. Sorry about that.
just the Dos Equis that are in the fridge.
So do you own property down there?
No, short story is that for 2.5 years, I've been working with a client whose parents owned a condo down there in a Mexican corporation. Two Americans at the time when they bought in 2003 were talked into creating a Mexican corporation to hold possession of the property. Then they died.
Oh dang.
We've had it was that long of a process to go. I had to appear in Mexican probate court for my client. He's a dentist in San Jose, California. He's like, Larry, my dad thought this thing was the next best thing since sliced bread. He thought it was going to be this great legacy for the family. And we could care less about going south. We own property in Waikiki. So we had to go through the whole probate process, so on and so forth. So yeah, we're doing like a for sale by owner estate sale thing down there, but we just recently completed the probate to take control of the corporation. That was the big milestone. So I go down there to keep that process moving. And I also was down this past weekend to investigate what's happening with the Keller Williams office. It's going to open down there, blah, blah, blah.
I like it.
But it's a great free condo. The owner's like, I don't care if you stay there for a month. Just use it, do what you need to do, but get it so we can sell it. So for 2.5 years, it's been it's an escape.
So I mean, next time you go down there, just I'll drive. I'm saying.
Hey man, it's a 2 bedroom, 2 bath.
I haven't been. We had my mom's former partner. He had five houses in Los Conchas,
Oh wow.
and he developed it was second row off the beach. So you got your beach first row, and then the one
Right,
behind
right,
it,
right.
five lots in a row. And they built two of them. This was back 2008, 2009,
Mm-hmm.
right before the crash out there,
Right.
and kept two. Like he had financed the five lots and the two full build outs, and was able to sell the other three lots and cover the cost of everything. Just
Yeah.
the lots.
Nice.
Which
Nice.
is insane. So I don't know if he still has them, but it's been years since I've been out there. But it was a nice little getaway, a 4 hour drive, and then
Yeah.
spend the weekend on the water.
Yeah. I built a little house in Choya Bay from the ground up in 2005. The whole thing cost me 80 grand.
Yeah.
1,600 square foot, 2 bedroom, 2 bath with all the Mexican decor, concrete floors, the granite countertops, blah, 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 blah.
I love the build outs. They're amazing.
Yeah.
Just you have if you can get the people down there that the craftsmen on the doors, the archways they make.
Oh, yeah, I had archways in the house, and my front door was like almost double wide but it was a huge slatted piece of wood with the big iron bolts in it and stuff like that. Yeah, it was pretty amazing.
So we all ask ourselves is what is the money going to do for us? What is it going to afford us? And hey, Nick Broom, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
Oh, wonderful. Good to see your face. Your mom joining us too?
Yeah, she'll be here in a minute.
Awesome. Well, good morning, Robin. Good morning, Mary. Good morning, Melissa.
Morning.
Isaac, Hope. How
Morning.
is everyone's weeks progressing?
Got
Yeah.
to catch up on lead gen for me.
What kept you from getting there?
Life.
Understood? My son used my ribs as a bouncing cage last night while I was sleeping, so that was fun. I learned last night kids can be the creepiest things in the world. So I understand. Good morning, Cherry. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Wonderful. Mara's logging in right now. I always give you guys a couple extra seconds in the morning because it takes a little bit. I understand that we had an 8 o'clock time frame, but we have to work with ish times with you realtors. 8 o'clock ish.
Is your inventory still way down too?
Our inventory is obliterated.
Okay,
We're
good.
down to like a month's supply. It's insane. I was doing some research on my neighborhood alone, which is Heritage Hill. So northwest side, Thornydale to Shannon, Ina to Cortero, that block of no HOA, highly desirable quarter-acre lots. It's like 5 days on market average. There was 4 houses for sale, one 160, one 245, one 280, one 265 in like different streets. And they all had 5 at least offers the first day. I called the agents and talked to them. Multiple offer situation. Actually, one of them was Hope. She was working on was 160. That guy got 15 offers the first weekend. So it's insane.
It's
And
okay to overprice something in the market.
the problem is, and this is where we're going to go back to, is one of our other agents, Amber, was on the call yesterday, was talking about it. It was yesterday or the day before, but we as agents can price the market as to where we're seeing things trending up and down. You know, price is subject to, you know, want and demand, you know, need, supply and demand. And the appraisers are coming in and chopping it back down.
So in Phoenix, we're seeing if people are putting 20% down, they're waiving the appraisals. And so it's kind of helping bring the market up a little bit.
I had 3 appraisals that I was working on with my agents on my team that are all at least 5 to 10% off of sales price.
Oh, shoot.
Insane amounts. And one of them was, you know, 6,500, 275 sale price. They offered 281.5 to cover the $6,500 needed in closing costs. The appraisal came in at 275. $6,500 shy. Okay. Well, we read their appraisal and they're doing street level appraisal, which is just the drive-bys, and they're not looking at the details. They missed 200 square feet on the house.
Oh.
So if you just do a valuation on the price per square footage of the neighborhood, which was between $113 and $118 a square foot, they gave us $115. That 200 square foot difference is a massive value change.
Did they adjust?
Yes, we had kind of contested it at first, and then it came back, and they're like, no, we are the appraisals, we are God, you cannot challenge us. And then overnight, the appraiser looked at the documentation and was like, I apologize, I did miss something, let me readjust it.
That's good.
We never got the true value. It just came, she changed it to at or above. So that's one thing we've been talking about a lot is those of us that have listings that focus on your appraisal side of things, getting your documentation in place. And those of you who do not have listings, get some. Okay?
Get one.
Right now, it's like having bottled water in hell. It's hard to get down there. It's going to suck to work, but as soon as you do, you're going to run out of inventory. So this is where it's at. Now it's the time where you're going to have a lot of clients that are going to be fighting you on commissions. Well, why should I pay you, the full 3% on the sell side? You're not going to do anything. I had a client tell me this exact sentence. The agent doesn't sell the house, the MLS does. So here's a good scripting moment. How would you overcome that objection? I'm not.
What makes you say that? What makes you say that?
Well, in my history, we've sold 25 homes in my life. I'm 75 years old, Dan. I've never paid more than 5%. So it's going to be a 3-2 split. If you don't want the listing, that's fine. I'll find somebody who does. Who's got the next round? Who's going to go at it? Does that scare you guys when somebody says stuff like that?
Let me show you why I'm different.
Well, Hope, you're not different. The agent doesn't sell the house, the MLS does.
I beg to differ. We have 180,000 Keller Williams associates that draw from their pool of clients. I also advertise on over nearly 400 websites.
Hope, I don't have a computer. I don't care about websites. I know my house is going to sell. When I bought it, there was multiple offers, and this was 17 years ago. And we paid $10,000 over list then.
I could keep going with you, Dan, but pick on somebody else.
No, you're the only one brave enough right now, Hope. That's what I love about you. You're willing to
Selling the
step
house
in the
is
fire.
selling the house is the easy part. There's no one, but my job is to get you through the contract and to help get you through the process of selling the house and through escrow and closing.
Okay.
For the most amount of money the marketplace will bear.
And helping you evaluate those 15 offers that you might get to see which one truly is going to be the best opportunity for you.
Okay, let's step back. What have we always taught about when you get an objection? We isolate it, right?
So what is it that makes you believe that the MLS sells the most?
Right. Or we can take it back even further. What was important about only paying 5%? Well, I've never paid more than 5%, blah, blah, blah. Okay, great. What was it about that other 1% that you're so, against? You know what his response was? It was moving expenses. It was my relocating fee. I was like, cool, your house is free and clear. The other $400,000 you're getting doesn't help you relocate? Well, Dan, if you don't want the listing, that's fine. I was like, I didn't say that. I think that once I actually see the house and we go through this in person, we'll discuss it. Because you're buying another house with me, I'm sure I can give you some kind of break. And typically, I charge 7%. And like you can hear a stall on the phone. Is it wasn't 6 average? Well, yeah, but as you know already, I'm not average. When have you and Deborah found time for me to come over and meet? Isolate, overcome, move on. And he did. He brought it up a couple times. He's like, well, if you don't want the listing, that's fine. I was like, I never once said that, Tommy. I'm here to help you out. I'm honored to help you, and I'm still going to. And when I get there, if I have to take a 6% listing over my 7, I will. If I got to take a 5.5% listing, I will. If I have to take a 5% listing, I will. Because I know that I will turn that into more clients. I will market the shit out of that house, and the marketing doesn't help sell the house. The marketing helps you get more clients. But you better believe that I'm not going to roll over and just take a 5% listing because he said so. This man doesn't have a computer. That means this man has not educated himself on how to beat Big Dan Caldwell. He sure as hell does not know how to beat Keller Williams Southern Arizona. And he's definitely never going to get a hedge on Keller Williams International because collectively we have the technology and the education of 170,000 plus agents. So the one thing I want to point out is you focus on the objection, isolate, and move on. Like Larry said, what was important about, this? Or what do you mean by the MLS sells the house? That's actually honestly an objection I've never heard from a seller. The agent doesn't sell the house, the MLS does. Well,
who puts it on the MLS?
exactly.
Yeah, well, and who puts pictures on there?
It's got to get to the MLS to.
I was just trying to figure out how to word that in there, and
So I wish I had it recorded. I would have talked to you guys about it. My conversation with him when he said, the MLS sells the house, the agent doesn't. I was like, you're absolutely right, Tommy. The MLS is the selling factor of the home. If it wasn't on MLS, you wouldn't have the exposure. That's why I pay such a high fee for it. Right? Do we not pay for our MLS? Is it not part of your marketing?
it's due at the end of this month.
Yes, it is. Well, that's some insight for you. Now that you have that objection that comes up, the MLS sells the house. You don't sell it. It sells online. Well, now, what do we do to get that thing online?
Professional photographer.
Professional photography. Top-notch, top-rated, viewpoint photography. Including, for me, I do 3D walkthroughs, so it limits the amount of people that are going to trudge through your house.
Market in the market center, or like within our group before public.
Okay, so it's online, but the MLS sells the house. Well, what do you mean by the MLS sells the house? Well, all you do is put it online and then someone sells it. I wish it were that easy, Tommy. So, but the biggest thing is, guys, don't negotiate commissions over the phone. If you can avoid it, do it in person. It's a whole lot easier to sit in front of somebody and go over a commission structure than it is doing it on the phone. Agreed? How do we pacify? You isolate, overcome, move on. Mary, Miss Benson, other than the 5% on the listing, is there anything else that's keeping us from doing business together?
No.
Fantastic. When's a good time for myself and you and Barbara to come meet and sit and discuss further details?
How about this afternoon?
Perfect. That's just kind of how it is. You want to isolate and move on. Isolate and move on. You don't want to be stuck on it. You're like, fuck, 5% listing. I'm never going to get past this. Okay, great. Other than blank, is there anything else that is keeping us from moving forward together, from us working together, for you and hiring me to sell your property, or you hiring me to be your buyer's agent, or you hiring me to, rent out this house to you?
Hey, Dan.
Yes, ma'am.
Remember my 0.5% buyer, who wants to do the 0.5% commission? No matter how many times I talk to her, it is all to her about that 6%. She can't give, I've asked for the business. I've totally said, just give me 20 minutes of a presentation to explain to you what you get. Because there's no other reason. I mean, then I brought it back up like yesterday. I brought it back up to her again. And I said, I wish you would just let me give you a presentation just to show you what we can do. Because I just don't think you have any idea how much that I can do for you. And she's like, I just can't pay the 6% commission. I mean, she just is so adamant.
Pay 5%, or is it only 3%?
Huh? Is it what?
What she can only pay how much?
And she won't pay the 6%. She likes the 0.5% commission that this person. Now, already when she spoke to this person, she already said that she needs to reduce the price of her home before even. And I'm like, well, I mean, I looked at the comps, and it is a challenging comp in her area. I'd have to go pretty far out just because she's a very unique style of home. But it's still, so it's really hard for her to get past that 6%. She just can't, if she could just let me, show her. I mean, there's so much. And I mean, Keller Williams has just tons of advertising, tons of ways to get to people. And I keep telling her, I said, you're not getting the proper exposure. She actually pays to be on MLS, which I didn't even know that FSBO could even do that. I don't know how much she pays. I don't know how much access that gives her, if it gives her full access like we do.
She's got another agent.
She'd have to have another licensee and doing it as a, what's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, there's that.
Limited service only.
Right.
Okay.
Typically,
I knew she couldn't.
$500 just to do that.
Well, I know she's doing that, but I'm not going to give up on her. And I am curious what this 0.5% commission lady can do for her. She tries to throw it out there like it's a big deal that it's just her. I'm not a group. Well, what benefit is that to me? If I don't have a team of people helping me sell the house, why would I want someone it's only them? That means she's got like how many clients, and I've got to share her with all these other clients. You're telling me you're one of the number, 50 in Arizona, whatever you are. And it's like, I don't know. It just doesn't, to me, if you can't get something for free, you're not going to, you get what you paid for. There's no way she's getting this great deal because she's only paying half a commission.
Did you have that same exact conversation with her?
Mm-hmm.
Could you just tell her, what's this lady doing for you?
She thinks she's doing everything. She's looked at the website. She goes, Angela, go look at the website. And I have looked at the website, and I'm sorry, there's gotta be a catch. There's no way everyone's getting paid only a 0.5%. It's not enough to cover everything. It's not. And she doesn't see it. And she's the one that has the capital gains issue. It's all about her taxes, and she throws that out there all the time too.
How long has she owned the house?
Oh gosh. She had it on the market a year ago. She had it on the market for a whole year.
No,
And she had a realtor.
How long has she owned the house?
I would say it's been in their family for at least 15 years.
So has it been in her name, like just in her name for more than 2 years?
Yeah, it
There's no
has.
capital gains.
Huh?
Yeah, I
There's no
don't
capital gains.
understand the capital gains issue at all. And
I
again,
know.
unless there's some kind of ownership difference, or it's a different way that it's owned.
Or
I know.
if it was a rental and they depreciated it, then they could have to pay the depreciation back.
Yeah, and that would have happened before they transferred ownership. They wouldn't have let it transfer title without having that deficit paid off.
It's been a rental. She uses it as a vacation rental most of the time. And I don't know. I just want that woman to fail. I want the 0.5% commission lady just to totally fail.
So the one thing I keep hearing, and please guys follow along with my rabbit trail here. One thing I want to say, Hope said maybe we use the word visiting instead of giving you a presentation. I like that. Let's soften up it sounds like she's afraid of being sold. So we'll go back to that. But I keep hearing the 0.5% versus 6%. What we need to do is we need to find out, one, what she owes on the house so we can get a qualified net sheet for her, and find out what they're selling the house for. What this 0.5% agent says, well, we need to reduce the price on your house. Well, if they're reducing the price $20,000 because she has a quick sale on this property, well, no shit, the 0.5% lady's not doing much. She's putting a sign in the yard, she's negotiating a contract, and she's taking her lockbox off. That's it. There is no negotiation, there is no work. I understand that paying discounts there. Now, secondly, if we know that they're $20-some thousand less than us and we're at the full commission rate, $20-some thousand more, bless you. If we show a net sheet between the two of them, we're going, listen, this is the market on your house. It's Keller Williams' number. It's, Angela Aguilar. I'm going to pay, blah, blah, blah. You're going to net $100,000. Fantastic. Let's go with the 0.5% lady. $20,000 less, no fees, no BS, no marketing, no Angela Aguilar, no Keller Williams. You're going to net $85,000. Which one makes more sense to you, regardless of who's getting paid? Have we taken that approach? Have we taken it to the WIFM? You guys ever heard that term, WIFM?
Mm-hmm.
What's in it for me? WIFM. The WIFM approach. What's in it for you? The WIF you. Wiffy? I don't know.
I know what you're saying.
But that way you can show, like on paper. That's a lot of this, like the people that are doing the iBuyers and stuff like that. They're saying, well, they're not paying a commission. No, you're not. You're paying a service fee. You're paying a convenience fee. You're paying a realtor assessment fee. You're paying a fee for having fees, and you're paying the fee for the fee being a fee. They get the fee, fee. And it all adds up to about 13% versus your 6%. But that's being able to break apart the baseline. If you don't have that, if you're not going to be issued a net sheet, and I want to see what the proof is. And sometimes, guys, and I don't want to be a defeatist and I never give up on things, but sometimes the rabbit's not worth the chase. You can't teach stupid smart. And unfortunately, there's some people out there that just don't understand math. They don't understand value. They don't understand that you can bring them more net to their pocket because they're stuck on the one fallacy that my grandpa told me never to pay full retail. Right? We've all met somebody like that. They negotiate everything. Nothing's a discount. It's already free, but they want money off. Not working that way.
Yeah, there's also there's not only there are people that sometimes you can't get them to understand, but additionally they just have that, like you're saying, they're just not going to get over that hump, and they won't open their eyes no matter how much you make it make sense to them, and that's when you have to go, yeah, I'm done.
And that's the thing. I love your tenacity, Angela, and I've told you this many times. That's going to make you super successful in this business. But the one thing is you've been hunting this lady forever. She is the elusive chupacabra. She's out there in the desert. You only see her at night. It doesn't make any sense.
Exactly.
So throw that at her. Throw a net comparison at her and say, listen, they're selling their house at, if you can find that number, and do a net sheet. Go to tilesecurity.com or whatever you like to use for, I like their cost sheet. It's simple. Tilesecurity.com at the top of the page under cost sheet, put the address, put the sales price. You can put the commission in there. You can literally break it out. It sends them a nice clean breakout, and you can show them what the net to them would be. And if she's still not wanting to play ball and you can show her how you can make more money for her,
She's just dumb.
she's just dumb.
Angela, have you had that conversation about, what do you owe on the property, and what other deductions do you have when you're looking at selling this property? Where else has money got to go to make this thing whole?
Only the capital gains. That's all we've talked about.
Okay.
But
So on the CRS page of the property, it should show who owns it and how it owns it, or a trust and all that stuff. But it also will give you all the mortgage history. So there should be any loans that are against the property should be on there with the year that they were taken out. You can kind of back into where those balances might be over time. I don't know if that'll add any extra info, but you could go back and say, I see on your property from the public records that there is a mortgage balance of blank. What am I missing here as far as other costs? So that I can show you a net sheet, when taking all these things into consideration. And you're talking about your capital gains. Well, has your tax accountant or whatever ran an estimate based on this sale price? And what is that figure?
okay.
That might help her expose some of the rest of what's hiding,
Yeah.
or
that's
what's
true.
hiding behind the
Well, and
capital gains excuse.
yes. And once I get through that, I can give her that number. And if it works for her, great. If it doesn't, then she goes with the 0.5%. And that's what she does.
What is the 0.5% though? Like you can't put it, can you put it in MLS? You can't, you're going to do a 0.5%.
No, she's paying the 3% to the buy side.
Oh, so it's
She's
3.5%.
a 0.5% on the list side.
Just on the list side part. Okay.
Exactly, Mary. Exactly.
Yeah.
And in an up market like this, what if you even approach it with, okay, well, let's list it. Let's take that extra 2.5%, go 4% or 5%, put it there, do a short-term listing, and it's going to sell anyways. I don't know. I'm just thinking. And then you covered her 2.5% plus you got another 2.5%.
It's a possibility.
What's the price point, Angela?
$529.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my God.
What's that high?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still need to hear that capital gain story. I'm just not getting that at all. Something's hiding in there.
Well, I'll find out so I can share. Okay.
Yeah, I'd love to hear what that is.
Just out of curiosity, right?
I swear to God, if you sell the house for $11,000 more than she does, she makes more money with you.
Yeah.
And that's a tiny amount on a $500,000 house. I bet you're looking at $529 to you and $499 to the next lady.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing, just guessing, because at one point in my career, I was a weak agent too. I liked easy sales. I liked easy deals. So $499 sounds a whole lot better than $529. But guess what? That's like 30 grand. It's $20,000 more to the seller to you on your side. I'm just saying. So do the net sheet. That's my recommendation.
Okay.
That was a good one. That was a good one for today. We needed that.
I know. I got you all curious now, don't I?
Awesome. Well, what else you guys got for me today? It is Thursday. It's a wonderful day to be an agent here at Keller Williams, Southern Arizona, and the mom of one. One day, Sherry. One day.
That's something I want to share.
What do you got?
Morning, everybody. So I got in touch with a gentleman, an agent named Dan Rice. He's out of town and he's looking for agents to help him show some homes. And he contacted me and I'm working with him. I got the commission agreement signed with him. And I just wanted to know any tips and tricks on showing the homes. I'm going to be showing two people If they contact me here pretty soon, whatever addresses, of course, they send me, we go there, and any tips and tricks that you guys can possibly.
Chill. Yeah.
Know the house before you go.
For sure.
You guys need-
Don't park in front of the house. Make sure they can roll up and envision themselves in it. Park somewhere else.
Like that.
All right. Any other showing tips for our young buck in Phoenix?
I'm the rookie, guys. Sorry about that.
We all started somewhere, man.
I know.
After each showing, ask them if they feel like they'd like to make an offer on this one.
Hey, chill. Relax.
Exactly. Larry's saying chill, be chill.
Oh, sorry. I've got these two going on.
So great piece of advice so far. So don't park in front of the house. Know the properties before you walk them. I recommend, because you're showing multiple houses to a client you may not know all that well, have the MLS printouts of each home
Yes.
and allow yourself to take notes on them so you can relay that back to their agent. Also, on each one, like Mara said, say, hey, is this a house you want to put an offer in on? Get a rating on it. I don't care if you're working for somebody else or you're working for yourself. Always treat that client like they're yours and you want to get the deal closed, and give them the best treatment, because it's only going to help you in the long run. And another thing I like to do is, for your safety, I know you're a big, strong man, Chris, but not worried about your safety. Let them enter first. Because you don't know who they are. You don't want to be walking in the house and they stand behind you and close the door and then beat you up. Not that it's going to happen. That's your safety.
And how does letting them go in first change that, them still doing it?
It's because when you open the door, like you walk in the room, like you open the door, you let them walk in, you walk in behind them. They can't block you from the outside. You open the master bedroom, you let them walk in, you walk in behind them. They can't instantly close the door behind you. It's a safety control path.
I pin my husband all my GPS locations because I save them in my phone, and then I just pin him so he knows where I'm at.
What kind of phone do you have?
iPhone.
Does he have an iPhone too?
Mm-hmm.
Just share your location. He has constant.
Yeah, that's what I do. I just share it.
So great question, Chris. Get excited there. The one thing I would say is just kind of be excited to be out there looking at the houses. Be like, oh, wow, this is great. Have you seen this? Is fantastic. Point out the stuff that excites you, and then ask them, hey, guys, what's exciting to you about this house? And learn what they're looking for so you can help that show the house.
Yeah, when I've done it, I kind of do the open house questions. Oh, so how long have you guys been looking? What are you looking for? That way, if you do know of something else that hasn't popped up yet, you can recommend other ones.
For sure. Thank you.
Yep. Just listen to what they say.
Groovy. Awesome, guys. Well, what a great morning. Thank you for hanging out with me. Is there anything else I can help you out with before we split ways and you guys go on and do your awesomeness?
Thank you.
We have fixed you for the day. We are ready to lead generate. Go out there, find some deals. The office will be closed tomorrow, therefore staff is all off. I will be doing scripts and role play from my kitchen again on Friday. If you guys still want to join, we'll still be here tomorrow. I give it to you guys because you're still out there working, but the offices will be closed in observance of Friday, July 3rd. It's a holiday. If you guys didn't know, it's the day before Independence Day. So, if you need me, call me.
Okay.
Happy Thursday, my friends.
Thank you.